So, we taking any bets on exactly how evil the new folks turn out to be? I mean, perhaps I'm being prejudiced, perhaps I'm prejudging. I mean, for all I know, we could bond with these fine, upstanding gentlemen over our mutual love of Hammond organ music. In fact, perhaps that's why we're getting the compression cylinder to start with. Perhaps it's to power some sort of futuristic space organ. Actually, that might just be another synonym for the alien. Futuristic space organ, but like I say, I'm an optimist. In video games, anyway. Not so much in real life, but in video games, most definitely. See, I got flashlight batteries, so perhaps it's all going to work out for the best. And perhaps I'll sneak around these jackasses and hit them from behind with 1060 volts to the jacksie. Perhaps I'll be heard to cry as they scream and spasm. 1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts! Sorry if my voice is a little quiet today, I'm feeling a bit drained, let's put it that way. I'm actually drinking coffee of all things. Not iced coffee, just regular plain old coffee. Because I feel like crap. But I need to record. I don't need to, I want to record, because this game is shockingly addictive. Sort of like the thrill ride of games.
Is he insane?
Yep, sounds like it. You want to turn on an android? It was nothing. It was a ghost in the wind. A fart in the tube. A worm in the can. It was absolute... Oh, this is helpful. This tells me absolutely nothing about where I'm going. Right, I need to go over there somewhere, so... Yeah, again, that tells me absolutely nothing about where exactly I am right now. Okay. Well, at least there's lights down here. I don't have to waste my flashlight. Then again, it's probably... People or alien? That's the question. I mean, technically speaking, I'm under the floors. I mean, I don't know how often Sinclair actually uses the tunnels I can access rather than the ones that, you know, just for him. In terms of gameplay, that is. I'd really rather not find out. I don't want to encounter the alien at the best of times, let alone in the middle of a compact Jeffrey's tube. It's why you shouldn't try to speak when there are other words on screen. It's distracting, you see. Incredibly distracting.
Station feels like a grave.
I seriously need coffee. Try and do this without knocking the microphone. Well, I got a pipe bomb, which I constructed inside a legitimate pipe, which gives it extra pipe bomminess. Admittedly, to truly construct and use a pipe bomb, I should have, of course, dyed Ripley's hair blonde, slicked it back, and made her wear thick aviator shades, but perhaps that's a cultural reference too far. In fact, it probably is. I mean, a lot of those cultural references draw from the 80s rather than the 70s, in which we are technically in. We're in space 70s. One of the corpses we passed was probably Blake. Or at least Glenn. Was it Glenn? Again with a G. The big chap. I can't remember his name. In all fairness, there's going to be like 2 people out there who even know what Blake 7 is. And only one of them will like it. Okay. As long as I don't encounter my own version of Jarvik, we're fine. Since I am playing as a woman. Last thing I need is poor Ripley here being casually face raped by someone other than Sinclair. Peekaboo. I see a ladder, I see... Ow! Well, there goes my scalp. Try that again, shall we, kiddies? Right, he seems to be facing away, so I'm gonna chance it. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Oh, this is gonna go so badly if I'm spotted. Come on, supreme sneakiness. Don't know why that guy's suddenly no longer patrolling. That seems a bit unfair to me, but what do I know, right? Nothing. No, no, nothing. Nothing at all. Speaking of which, is there anything at all in this direction? The map just seems to sort of dead end around this corner. Nope. What an utterly pointless corridor. Supplies, maybe? Creepy whisk. I was standing under a vent. That is never a good idea. I mean, thankfully at the moment Sinclair seems to have, I don't know, discovered Game of Thrones or something. He's busy, is what I'm saying, but I don't want to be hanging around underneath vents if I can avoid it. That's a bad habit to get into. That's the kind of habit that results in a large, chitinous alien devouring the top of your skull like a warm fudge sundae. I could go for a fudge sundae right now. Just actually pretty much anything with warm toffee sauce. I like toffee. Toffee, coffee, swirl ice cream is my absolute favourite. I'm one of the few people in the world that seem to actually like coffee ice cream, but damn, it's good. Especially, as I say, when you've got sort of toffee swirl mixed in. That stuff is gorgeous. You have no idea. Welcome to the Food Podcast with Lazare. Report Smythe, Head of Synthetic Development. I've just received schematics for the A120 A-B Spider Slayer robot. I don't know how much we pay our mold, but Seganson is going to have to shell out a hell of a lot more if they want me to kill that wall crawler. Actually, the Spider Slayers are actually probably quite useful in this particular situation. Admittedly, Sinclair is a bit more dangerous than Spider-Man. Smythe. Looking over your reports on the Wayland Yutani. In fact, this is an audio report. Why am I even trying to read that? That makes no sense. Just gonna cower in a corner. Stay where you are, Sinclair. It's boring, I promise.
Mine has an executive suite and $8,000 suits.
Hide under the desk. It's not a good idea.
Look after the money, buddy.
Slurp coffee.
Hired you because you were the cheapest, not the best. Find a way to ransom out.
Okay. Thankfully, the audio from these all broadcasts literally does not seem to affect the alien in the slightest. There might be a slight gameplay concession to the player. I mean, why have all these audio logs if trying to listen to one will get you killed? Sort of, avoids the whole purpose. So I'm imagining that, for whatever reason, those particular sounds are just not available to the alien's AI. They don't count. Why can I still hear whistling? Why is it so windy in these vents? In fact, perhaps if there was, actual air... Ooh, that's mine now. Better smoke bombs. Yay! I'll ever use them. But yes. Perhaps now it's a bit cooler. Perhaps now there's air conditioning in this section. Perhaps Ripley and co won't be so sweaty. I still don't understand why people are so sweaty in space. That still doesn't quite pass with me. Savashtolink. Working job. Russell, here's my spiel for potential clients. What do you think? Spedding will hang me out to dry if they don't bite. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to the buzzing heart of Sevastopol Synthetic Solution. Next upon your tour will be the Tech Spire and the Apollo core itself. But first, an example of Android self-governance. When Apollo synthetics require a little more care than the repair wards can provide, they come here. We believe this is the first rollout of a fully automated synthetic-to-synthetic medical intervention. No human expertise required, no costly human surgical training. All data is streamed directly from Apollo and every incision recorded in its logs. This is the future, gentlemen. Tomorrow, together, except for the people in the unemployment queue. And not to mention our soon-to-be robot overlords. Damn it, I exited out of the entire menu there, didn't I? Yes, you did. You did it again. Q, jackass. Nope. Buttons. You think I'd be used to working this by now? Russell's upstairs wants a rundown of what we've got stacked in component storage. There's some useful stuff in there. Some junk. They want estimates too. Smythe. Alistair Smythe. As far as I was aware, didn't he only appear in the 90s cartoon? I don't think he was ever actually a proper villain in terms of from the comic books. He may have been added in later. As far as I'm aware, he didn't actually exist prior to the 90s cartoon. I think it's sort of like the Harley Quinn effect, except unfortunately not quite as hot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against the man, it's just anyone rocking a mullet instantly becomes a little less attractive in my eye. Unless you're Richard Dean Anderson, of course, but then again, who could not be attracted to Dean Anderson? I mean, you see what the man can build out of daily household junk, how could you not find that hot? I mean, if you could build that with junk, imagine what you could do with, $3 worth of decent supplies. A little bit too much about my personal history there. Okay. Heading towards the door. Would like not to be spotted, gentlemen. Nothing here. Just us land crabs out for a walk. Nope, you saw nothing. Don't think of looking this way. You saw absolutely nothing, jackass. And hopefully the fact the game's loading will work in my favour here. And you'll be, forced to be stationary until it's finished. Still more... Why am I getting so much screen tearing on the PS3 version? I don't understand. So much screen tearing. I mean, this isn't as bad as when I was doing like tests before I even began recording this, I was getting all sorts of weird stuff like textures just not loading and shit. But again, that's happened in pretty much every game I've tried to record. We're not quite talking sort of downpour levels of, texture loss, but it was getting bad. In fact, there was one instance where the entire wall just vanished. Bugger off, Sinclair. I mean it, seriously. Piss off. I will lob a Molotov at you, I bloody well mean it. I don't drink, I have no compunctions about wasting whiskey. Ah, god damn it. I have not enough whiskey. That sentence over for what I'd say for myself. Seriously, bugger off. Don't need you here, Sinclair. Not now, not ever. It was a case where I could see like the entire star field. It was amazing. Our remarkable growth. Sieg and Son provided the backbone of colonial faster-than-light expansion, providing reliable components that could carry humanity deep into space. And in doing so it grew, and by 2066 was running vast manufacturing plants in London, Buenos Aires, Nagasaki, and the lunar Shikard-Vantigin frontier. In 2071, the year the Sieg family sold its shares back into the company, its expansion remained exponential. Single-minded rivals looked with envy to Sieg and Son, became market leaders, manufacturing cars, chemicals, educational equipment, and building materials, and in fact even small, fuzzy dolls for young children. Toward the end of the last century came a move that would forge our shared future. Sieg and Son became Siegson. We took on the name of our customers had known us for decades and turned into the face of tomorrow together among the stars. I'm not sure what that accent was supposed to be. I was going vaguely for Christopher Walken, but it came out too hyperkinetic. So, I don't know. Perhaps someone else who has that same speech pattern but faster. We can say that's who it was. You must all play it. Because apparently Sinclair doesn't give a damn about audio recordings. Oh shit. Did I speak too soon? I attracted him. He wants my ass again.
The jobs Siegs and have allocated for us back on Earth are on the line. Don't screw up. Spreading out.
We don't care about your industrial woes there, champ. Much more concerned about getting a mouth penis through the back of my head or a tail up my rectum. I can go up there, but Sinclair might be up there, so let's leave him to it. He can hang out in his little bachelor pad. Not a problem for me. Not a problem at all. You really want me to let out the robot, don't you? Okay. Don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Oh no, it's choking me! Just predicting my own future at this point. I don't know why I'm over-pronunciating today. That's probably important, isn't it? I can see a control console up there already. Speaking of which, I saw a tail. I'm damn well certain I just saw a tail go in there. Sinclair, are you stalking me? We've had words about this. I mean, I still haven't found my lawyer. Technically, but she's actually alive. I think. So, you could currently bugger off. At least until I've patched her up a little. Yeah, it's definitely the place. Yeah, the game agrees with me, it's pointing in this direction. Okay, so I have to go up there. I have to go where he most likely is. I'm gonna find him checking his goddamn Facebook, aren't I? Actually, no, it's not Facebook. Facehug, most likely. It's an alien pun. Laugh, you miserable bastards. Okay. Okay. Buttons, buttons, who's got the buttons? My money's on the witch. Oh, he's not up here yet. I'm gonna take my blessings in that regard. What you got for me today, game? Altion! You in there, Altion? Do I sit? Really? I came all this way and I tried so hard. But in the end, I had the wrong security code. Fuck my life. Okay. Okay. So there's gotta be something down here then still, yeah? That we're saying, because the other door was locked as well, and so is that one. So presumably there's something in this warehouse that'll actually help me. He says with a completely unwarranted degree of enthusiasm and hope. Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. It's like Cyber Mummy. I never needed to see that game. I never needed to see that. Not ever. I just realised I'm in an entire room full of these terrifying cyber mummies, aren't I? They're going to come to life and murder me. I can already see it now. Oh dear Lord. What have I got myself into? What? Oh, another save point. I'm probably right. Let me guess. They didn't like your lanyard, so they choked you with it. Well, I can stab them with my stun baton, which... well, it's even less effective on androids than it is against humans. Let's put it that way. Oh god, what have I gotten into? Why am I here? What's it all mean? I mean, I've got my upgraded security tuner now because I found a USB stick that happened to have the passcode on it or something. It's very bad. You can't have just, vital components for a security device just hanging around in the middle of nowhere. I saw that tail again. I don't know if you're clipping through the scenery or whether you're scampering into the vents above me, Sinclair, but it needs to stop. I have the restraining order. Don't know if it's signed by a judge yet, but I have it. Just as soon as I stop my lawyer from losing vital components of her internal structure, your ass is grass, Sinclair. Thankfully, the power of law is keeping him at bay. I have to choose to believe that, or else I might go crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Oh, nice, I can open this now. Unless I could have opened it before and I just didn't bother checking. Oh, it needs 4 codes now. Excellent. So not technically actually any harder, just a bit more time consuming. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What's this? This is where I just was? Nope, this is new. Okay. That might be where I'm going then, I guess. I thought I needed booze to make a Molotov. Or did I do that? I'm losing track of things I've already done. Assuming I have actually already done that, I'm just making that up. Which is a distinct and distressing possibility. Spedding, now you've fired me, you'll have to descend from your ivory tower to pick up the slack. The guys decommissioning Sevastopol have free access to supplies and storage, but everything will need logging. So use the requisitions android. Power him up, let him out of his box, and watch him go! Just like me, huh? By the time you get this, I'll be dead drunk in Gellen's bar. I guess you already know this, but it's been pure hell working for you. The best thing that ever happened to me was getting fired. Smythe. Wow. Angsty email is angsty. Usually not a good idea to send those, by the way. It tends to reflect negatively when it comes time to ask for a reference. The elevator is out. I got another message from Spedding about the busted elevator outside the Android Examination Theatre. My guys, I've got a million things to do right now, so it's not going to be fixed in time for your VIP visit. If Spedding wants it to be a priority, then maybe he should stop being a petulant asshole. It's an easy job. Off the top of my head, I can tell you where the parts are in Staponent's storage. Row 1, stack B. If you can't find it yourself, ask a requisitions android. Might as well play this as well.
You knew full well that these guys were the last bidders for Sevastopol's Apollo system, and you totally fucked the android presentation. They're not interested. So no bonus for me, no half share for you, and God only knows what it means for the suits upstairs. That's got me pissed. But you know what's getting me even more pissed? I have to stay on Sevastopol to oversee the synthetic shutdown while you go home. Don't have nightmares on the trip back, jackass.
Oh, burn. Yeah, that's what happens when petty office rivalries turn particularly nasty. People get stranded on space stations where violent xenomorphic... Well, do I need to go any further? How's that? It's like the smoke monster. Oh, fuck. It is the smoke monster from Lord of the Flies. Well, screw you too, buddy. Screw you too. Didn't like that book anyway. Yeah, I'm jesting, it was alright. It's sort of a grim, surprising school reading kind of way. Right, XC, normal C, backward E, and an S. Superb. Yeah, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Still think that one day one of those mini games is going to get me killed, but... What? Oh god, the noise. Why all the noise? Is he down there? I really don't understand why there was that much noise for turning on the power for one android. I don't understand why I need to turn on the power at all. Why can't you know, flip a latch and open the box? Mine is not to understand space things. Mine is just to be terrified in amongst them. That's my lot in life. My crooks to bear. Again, you should apologise if you can hear me shifting my sitting stance. Because my leg is actually in a lot of pain right now. I always choose the worst possible position when I start recording these. I have no idea why.
Play nice.
Oh, you just had to jinx it, didn't you, Ripley? It's going to strangle us now, you realise. Right. Stay back.
How can I help you?
I need a compression cylinder.
Components warehouse. Row 1, stack B. Follow me.
Just keep the noise down, okay?
Think you can handle that, you giant mechanical bastard? Okay. Presume you can open this door for me. Component storage, so... In your own time, please. It's a ridiculous walk. You know, the thing is, sort of the stilted way that the androids walk, the way everyone walks in this game, that sort of, obviously, pre-scripted animated fashion actually works for the androids because they are supposed to be artificial. That sort of not quite right, unnatural movement, it suits them. It stands out glaringly.
Your compression cylinder will be found at the far end of this row.
Johnny, Robbie, fucking, oh, R2-D2. Oh my. Oh, right. I think he might be a bit angry about getting set on fire trying to help me. I'm just gonna hide in here for a second. This is just an entry point for Sinclair. There's nothing else to this. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay. I realised that vent I climbed into literally had no other purpose except to serve as a way for Sinclair to get into this room. Shit, that was scary. Not even in the sense of there was an active, presence of danger. That was scary as the result of potential danger. I can move this. Alright, I followed down, I move this down to the bottom. I can get past the obstacle by walking over the top of the bookcase or whatever this is. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. I was just hoping I could get around the edge. No. Why are there live sparking wires in the middle of this room? Why is that a thing? No, whatever. In fact, I'm going to leave them there. Anything that separates me from Sinclair. I'm kind of tempted to try and game Summon, see what happens if he walks on it. Probably nothing, knowing my luck, but a man can dream, right? Speaking of which, is this going to be another way for this asshole to get to me? Or are there actual goodies in here? Well, fortune ventures the bold. Or favours, even. I don't even know what word I just said in the middle of that sentence. Blib-a-dob, blib-blib-blib. Okay. Oh good, I found needles in the vents. Sure these are perfectly sanitary to jab into my arms. Then again, of all the things Ripley could be impaled with right now, these are probably the least of the concerns. If I'm perfectly honest with us all. Okay. Remember, people, there is no need to panic. This one's glowing. Okay, that answers that question of which one I need to push then. This one it is. This would be... Oh, that was easy. Okay, yeah, that was a lot simpler than I was expecting. Anything else? No, literally just that. Oh, fair enough, I guess. Do we need nothing else on the other side or some such? Nope. Okay. Okay, I mean, like I said, I suppose I probably shouldn't complain. I'm going to a little, but... Lasting cap? Okay. Any other goodies? No? Okay. How about this side? Gonna risk standing up, I think. That's also a no. Okay. Still no idea what that's about. What if I could turn that off somehow? Probably best that I don't. Anything that might be keeping Sinclair away is something that I'm all in favour of, really. That's the room I was in just, wasn't it? So I was looking down at this place. Okay. Okay. Well, I got my cylinder. All I gotta do now is get back to the elevator. But first, I'm gonna save, and I also want to check real quick whether or not I can run into that room and turn off the gas or not. I have a feeling that there's probably a rewire tool or something in there I can use to shut off the vents, or turn on air purification, perhaps. There's something that'll work, you know. Right, first things first. Jab a needle in me. Go, 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 go. Nope, invisible wall. Abort. Sorry about that, Ripley. But yeah, apparently. Yeah, until I get rid of that gas, that room is just completely inaccessible. Slightly disappointed that a game of this era has invisible walls, but... yeah, well, I guess that's a thing. Still seems a little cheap. I mean, I could actually accept the idea of you have... oh, fuck off. You actually having to... He's right above me, isn't he? He's probably checking out the room I was just choking in. He's behind me. He's behind me. Right, look at this. Let's get out of here before he figures out where I've gone. Oh, good lord. Gentlemen. No, don't you dare point your gun at me, son. What'd I ever do? That's prejudice against land crabs, that is. Oh, dear lord. Okay. Okay. I'm actually going to go to the save point and then take a quick break, I think. But I'll be back. I'll be back.